Okay, so I'm never a gigantic fan of Zooms that start late and ramble on and on. Happy Easter, everybody. I'm so excited. We decided to go ahead and do it tonight because we thought everyone would have things wrapped up for the afternoon. And so I'm really, really grateful you guys could get on here. I am going to record this. I already started the recording. So I'm going to post this to Overcomers when we're all done here. And there are also some scripts that Jessica actually created on her own. And I'm going to be posting those when I post the video in Overcomers. I'm going to post those scripts as well. So feel free to write fast and furious because, you know, that's what I do too. I constantly taking notes. But don't worry about getting the wording exactly right because you'll be able to copy, paste, and tweak it and create your own based on the format and kind of idea that she has going on in hers. So first of all, I'm Melanie Kerr. I am a triple diamond. I've been in the business about a little over 2.5 years now. And I have a girl on my team named Jessica HAP who is crushing it. She has been doing that for a while, but she's going to double promote this month from Ruby to Diamond. I've already decided she's going on the 25th. It's going to be amazing, which is super early to promote in the month like that. And she has been on it since she joined, and I'm going to let, Jessica introduce herself a little bit and talk about this, but she has been on it and jumped right in, from the beginning. But guys, like something has, like a switch has flipped this month. You've always been consistent with your posting. You've always been consistent with your lives and your dedication and your creative, talent. I'm always seeing new ideas from her. In terms of she has that, I won't go into it too much, but a little email that she has, an email group, and that she creates and does all this stuff on herself creatively. But something else has changed, and so we're going to talk about that a little bit this month and how she's signing so many loyal customers and how she's doing it with high volume orders. Most of her volume per LC is 90 volume or higher. So we're going to go into that. So Jessica, go ahead. Let me see if you are. Yep, you're unmuted. Okay, cool. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us like why you joined, how long you've been in it, and then we'll get right into it.
Okay, so I'm Jessica HAP, and I have been doing this for 7 months, I think. Yeah, about 7 months. And I started, okay, so I have 2 kiddos that are 10 and 11. I was a yo-yo dieter for 10 years, just could not get my weight right. And so I needed something to change that. And so I saw Melanie on Instagram, stalked her for a while, then asked her about joining, and that's how I got started. And I just, really love the supplements. I'm at my goal weight. Feel amazing and been maintaining that, and so that's really, and so when I did start for a couple $100 a month and wanted to reach my goal weight, and so that happened pretty quickly. And so then I just caught the vision that this could work, that I could really do this and do a good job at it, I thought. And so I have, from the beginning, I have posted consistently. When I started, I had an Instagram account that was for our brick and mortar quilt shop that my mom and I run together. It had very few followers. So if you have an Instagram with very few followers, I get that. And then I had all this backlash from people not wanting me to talk about It Works on there. And so I, if that's you, I get that, that it's scary in the beginning, but I just kept posting. And then my Facebook page I think I had 200 friends when I started. And I just kept posting, kept talking about the business. I try to mix in my life and the business in there. My kids and my husband, and we live a debt-free lifestyle. So I talk about that on there. And so that's really, how I got started in it. And is that kind of what you wanted me to say? Like how I got started, how I posted?
Yes. Okay. So Jessica, I will never forget you talking to me about the whole people are not happy on my Instagram. I'm getting messages like, we don't want to see this stuff. And I was like, oh, bless your heart. Like, that stinks. Like, I've been there. And so, but how many Facebook friends ish do you think you have now?
Okay, so when I started, I had probably 200. I rarely ever put anything on my private Facebook page, and now I'm up to around 3,000. My goal is 5, so I just keep, keep adding more people. I have been doing host to post, so that gets more people on there. So yeah, I'm up around 3,000.
7 months, guys. I mean, I want you to hear that because that's a number that I didn't even know. 200, that, I mean, you beat me because it took me that long, 2.5 years to get to 3,000 friends. Okay. So 200 to 3,000 in 7 months. It's because I know you're consistently adding every single day.
Yeah. And when I first started, I watched YouTube videos all the time, constantly while I'm cleaning the house, while I'm sewing. I'm a quilter, so I'm in my sewing room all the time. And I remember hearing someone on a YouTube video say that you'll get paid 6 months from now for the work you do today. And so, I wasn't getting paid in the beginning very much, but I thought, okay, if I just keep doing this, in 6 months, I will get paid. For this. And so I just kept posting. I kept doing it. And like I said, I had people, on our Instagram account that was more quilt shop related. I had a lot of, irritated quilters that I was talking about this, but so if you're there, just keep doing it, keep posting. And in 6 months, a year, it'll start to work out. It'll start to pay off.
Most definitely. And honestly, I mean, so I'm a fellow quilter. I think that's probably how we connected on Instagram. And we always use it. We still talk about who needs this more than people that are just sitting and stationary at their sewing table all the time. Like, guys, you need this. Right. Okay. So first, here's a super quick thing. If we're going to talk about host to post, because I want to talk about what's changed this month with host to post for you versus prior months. But there are very key crucial components for host to post. Okay. You've got to add to your network. Have to. Right. Every single day. You've already heard that, number one. She's already been doing that and she's doing it still. You can't keep asking the same people to host a post for you. I love that they want to and they totally can. Some people will post 5, 6, a dozen times for you, but you need new people to reach new people. So you've got to be adding to your network every day consistently. Okay. Set a number and hit it every day. I don't care if it's 5 or if it's 50. Set that number and be consistent and loyal to that. The second one is her story. She's a great one. Now, don't send her a friend request, but is your page public, Jessica?
It is, yes.
So you can follow her. Yep. Click the follow button, or just go check it out. But it is amazing the way she mixes in her life with her lives, and telling her story. She does not let it deter her whether she has 5 views on a live and 1 person listening or 100 and more, right? Okay. She continues to go live and tell her story. And then you're going to see her kids, or you're going to see her talk about her quilt shop. You're going to see what she's drinking for the day because of her shake, or she does a great job mixing that up. And when you're going to be hosting a post and doing that, doing the host to post process, people are going to start watching. These new people that you're sending new friend requests to that are interested in your product, they're going to start watching your page. It is crucial that you are consistently posting about you and the products every day if you're doing host to post, because they go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. You won't be successful one without the other. So you have to do both. So you have nailed the first 2. Talk about how you've been using host to post this month that's maybe changed it, you think.
Okay, so when I first started and you told me that I needed to reach out to people and ask them to post for me, I was like paralyzed with fear to show up in their messenger. And so it took me time to get past that fear. It took me time to fall in love with It Works and fall in love with the supplements myself. And now I see it as, if I don't show up in their messenger, I'm actually hurting them. because it's that amazing. And so, you know, if they backlash at me about showing up in there, then, I mean, you've told me, you just move on to the next person. You know, you just keep going, you just keep moving on. And so anyway, it took me time to get past that. And so when I first started, I went Ruby pretty quickly, and then I was just kind of paralyzed and sat there for a while. And then I would say last month, I printed off my friends list. Yes. And so if you haven't done that, do that because that's huge. And so it just gives you a piece of paper to go down and send out these, asking them to do it, you know. And it's not my favorite thing to do, but it's something that has to be done. So I try to do 40 to 50 a day. So I am asking them to post for me on their page. And I've just done that from day one this month. That's basically, you know, how I changed the host to post thing. And then on Overcomers, you guys do the drawings where you can put money in the pot, you know. So I've been taking full advantage of that and trying to just get people to post. And then I also saw, I like I said, I watch videos all the time, and I listened to Pam Zouder's podcast, and she was talking about how, why are we so afraid to tell people what we're doing on our Facebook pages? You know, we're trying to kind of hide what we're doing. So let's start just talking about it, just telling people what we're doing. So, I mean, you don't want to blow up your Facebook with, you know, before and after pictures and all it work stuff. You have to mix your life in there. But when someone comes to my page, I want them to know pretty quickly what I'm doing. And if they don't like it, then they don't have to be my friend, you know. Every day this month on my Facebook page, I am asking people to enter into the drawing. I am asking them, and we'll get into the thing that I'm upselling or whatever here in a minute. Anyway, every day I'm putting that on there. So that's how I'm doing more host to post this month.
So on my team, we have our own personal boom contest, and Jessica was lighting it up. Like her name, like it would be like bam, bam, bam. Like she was entering like multiple LCs a day. And finally, someone on our team even said, "What are you doing?" And bless you, she goes, "Just what Melanie told me to do." Okay, so which I'm not taking any of the credit here, but I love when you guys put what I've been preaching to action. My mom, go ahead.
Well, it was just like a light bulb. It was just like I don't know. It was like, and I will say that I felt this shift in the business from it being all about me, you know, me needing to lose weight, me needing to make a couple $100, to now I want to, because I've lost the weight and I feel so great, I want to help everybody else. And I want to help the people that have joined my team. I want to help them make money. So that, you know, that was a huge shift in the business from it not being about me, but it being to help everybody else. Your biggest challenge and hurdle with this business is anything else is the 6 inches between your ears. Nothing changed with her followers. Nothing changed and anything. She had a mindset shift, and now she's putting the action behind it. Action that she would have probably taken sooner if her mindset had switched a little bit faster. So I hear amazing things, personal development, those listening to the, you know, Pam's podcast, YouTube videos, Zooms like this. You guys are already doing the personal development, things like this, to pour into you. My mom actually identified me 3 nights ago at a lacrosse game, like across a football field behind a fence, because she saw this, and this travels everywhere with me. This is my printed Facebook friend list. There are, on this particular one, because I print out new versions every about 4 months or so because I've added so many people, I print out a new thing, and I don't need anything but my phone, Messenger, and this beautiful thing, okay? That means I don't even go into Facebook, and we will touch on, there are so many videos, and if you need a video on host to post, I would encourage you to reach out to your upline, diamond and above leader, or something like that. You can even send me a message. I've got one. But host to post, you need to make it simple, and you need to make it a high quantity. You cannot send, I love her, but one of my girls said,
well, I'm doing 5 a day because I know one won't get me. We need to get that up. Like, so my goal is no less than 30 a day. But when I am needing to bring on a ton of volume, I was doing 80 to 85. And we're talking about sending 80 to 85, hey girl, I've got a question for you. Okay? Like, that is all we're talking about here. So the 30 is, hey girl, I've got a question for you. Of those 30, maybe 4 are going to come back and say, oh yeah, sure, what do you want? And then of those that come back, 2 or 3 will decide they actually are going to do it. And out of those, maybe one of them has some people comment on them. You see how that goes? That's a huge percent, that's a huge amount for a small percentage. But it takes about 10 minutes to send those 30, hey girl, I've got a question for you. You're going to copy paste it. You're just going to do the first 30 names on your list. And then you're going to go on with your life. So I can't drive that home enough that, that's what needs to happen. Okay. That is a crucial component, that you are driving quantity with host to post. That is a big game shift. So commit to that. If you're going to do host to post and want to work it effectively, 30 at least a day, every day, not 100 on a Saturday. And then maybe next week adding 20 and whatever, consistently every day. Travis, I will take some questions at the end. But let me think about it and go to me. Okay. So here's the thing, just real quick on host to post. And then I want to get to, because we've talked about the quantity and that's how you're succeeding that way. Then I want to talk about how we're actually upselling once we've got the conversation going. People ask me on my team, they'll say, well, they said they were going to post it for me, but they never actually did. Do you go back to those people? Here's the thing. If you are doing it in the quantity that I recommend and that's actually going to create volume and action for you, you have no idea who's actually doing it. And moreover, you don't care. You are going through those lists so fast every day that the only time you start caring about someone like actually doing it is when they've tagged you in it and you've got their name now, and anyone who comments or likes on that post, that's when they should blip into your radar. You should not know. We need to get past this connection that someone said they're going to host a post for me. Now it's like a personal favor they're doing for me. I don't even know. There's probably dozens and dozens of people that have said they're going to do it and they don't actually do it. I have no idea, and I don't care because I'm too busy. I'm probably on to my next 100 by that point, and I don't even know. Okay, so I would like to, so you've done the host to post. Her scripts are great. There are so many ways, whether you've done the $200 or $250 drawing or whatever. That's a great way to get people interested. And again, I'm going to post her script. I'm going to probably go into that a little bit, where she says, hey, I'm giving away a $250 gift card. Are you interested? Or, are you in, or something like that, and gives a little rundown. I have only ever done hey, I've got a question for you. They come back and they say, what? And I say, I've got a huge, gigantic favor to ask. I'm giving away a free product based, and that ends up being, if they have 3 or more LCs, then I'll let them pick a sample or something like that. So you don't have to have participated. I love the giveaway. I think it's a great way. It's a great segue, and it gets a lot of people saying yes, but you don't have to. If you haven't participated in that yet, you can do it in the future, but you don't have to do that for success with this. Okay. So you've got the post, you've got the people commenting on it, you've friend requested them, sent them your first message. Tell me first what host to post you use predominantly.
Okay, so let me see, I can pull it up here. Okay, so I've done the drawing one this month, but at the beginning of April, I just sent out and said, my team does these amazing drawings every month. Would you like first opportunity in the upcoming drawing? Because I didn't even know what it was yet. But I just needed them to do it. And I had read or saw in a video somewhere where they talked about, offering them something first, and then asking them to do something for you. So that's why I was offering them the chance, and that would maybe get them interested. Okay, so then when they say yes, do you just want me to read this, or are you gonna?
Well, yeah. So I had her send me the scripts, which I do. So I'm curious which one, because she has one that says, My friend wants to know, is that the one you use most of, or do you do the Thermophyte one? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so the host. Okay, so this whole month I have done one with hearts. So
Yes.
it's okay, that's the one I've done this
Oh,
whole month.
do you guys see this? You've probably seen it. Sorry to interrupt you, Jessica. You've probably seen it, and it goes somewhere along the lines of, my friend wants to know if you knew you wouldn't fail, how much weight you'd like to lose before summer, a red heart, 5 to 10 pounds. You've been using that this month?
I've done that this whole entire month. And the reason I had seen somebody do that on their Facebook page, and that was one of my posts on my Facebook page that got interest. I got people to leave hearts. And so I thought, well, I'm going to try that on the host to post. So that's the only one I've done this whole month.
Here's the magical part. I have never done this as a host to post, and I've been doing host to post for a year now, or at least. And I've never used this. It's gold in terms of it opens up the door to any product we have. I mean, it seriously does it from any budget, any product, any combination. Okay, so basically you're amazing. And so you have somebody comment, and then you message them, and she comes back, she sends a friend request, right? You get them and you send them. What's the very first message you send someone who comments, yes, the heart and whatever?
Okay, so I read a book called Story Brand. If you guys haven't read it, I strongly suggest it. But in this book, he talks about simplifying your message, just making it, if they're confused, they're not going to buy, basically. And so the triple threat wording was confusing to me. So I just call it weight loss package. So all over my Facebook page, all the time, I say weight loss package. It's just super, super simple. So if they comment, and I send a message, I say, for optimal weight loss, I highly recommend using the weight loss package of Thermophyte X, Fat Fighter, and Cleanse. I say the Cleanse is going to work on cleaning out the sludge in your gut so you're ready for weight loss. You will take the Fat Fighter after your largest meal each day, or if you have a cheat food, which happens as you start on your health journey. And finally, the TFX will help your body burn fat for speedy weight loss. Interested?
And that's the first message. Okay, tell me how you decide on, because I'm a firm believer, and I'm not even kidding, guys. On Friday, I think, I used her method for the first time, and what was supposed to be just a Thermophyte order turned into a triple threat just by using her script. That was when I was like, we need to share some of this, and like one team, one mission with this. Okay, so how do you decide on the 3 products? Because you personally, with Thermophyte X, Fat Fighters, and Cleanse, those are the 3 you packaged up in this. Do you have a reason why you chose those 3?
Well, I had seen a video, I think maybe Courtney Williams. Like I said, I watch videos all the time, and these were the 3 that she packaged. Mm-hmm. And I've used all 3 and had great results. And so that's why I put them together.
I was pretty sure that's what you were going to say. She uses them and she's had results with them. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh my gosh, I haven't had my results yet, or I haven't tried all 3 of these yet, or whatever. That's okay. But it should also be sending, and you can still be successful with this. I hadn't tried a single thing when I started this business. Okay. That is not going to stop you. However, you're going to want to get your own results. If you're getting results with keto coffee, chocolate greens, and TFX, those are probably going to be your 3 that you're going to be talking about the most. It's going to be what you're posting about. I firmly believe that most people to lose weight need at least a couple products, probably 3. Okay. But people have the flexibility and can get those results with a variety of combos of those. It's just whatever they're going to be consistent with and fall in love with, which is why we can get on down to switching things up, however things are going. But if you are using certain ones, those are what you're going to be passionate about, and those are what you're going to want to talk to your people about. So you may not be taking Fat Fighters and Cleanse. You might be doing Thermo X greens and coffee, or whatever the thing is. You're going to want to customize this to you. So that's where because you can do this all day long. but they're going to want to know, what do you think of it? What have you felt with it? What are your results? And you're going to be like, well, actually the coffee works better for me. See what I'm going with this? Okay. So you send that one and they come back. What do they come back? I mean, yeah.
Okay, so that's the first, and so I end it with interested.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, yeah, most of the time, yes, what's the price? And so my very next message is this amazing weight loss package. So there I am calling it a weight loss package again, that wording, is a 40% discount of $97, which is saving you $70. Are you ready to start your transformation?
Perfect.
Most of the time they sign up.
Yeah, because you've signed how many LCs now this month so far?
30 today.
30 as of today, and almost 100% of them are 90 BV or higher.
Yes.
So the thing is we get all, and I am guilty of it. I have signed so many customers so far this year for TFX. So many bleeping many. And then I get on there and we don't even have the conversation. Okay. Yo, good. I get all excited. Yay, you signed up for TFX. And then I'm checking out and Mocha Dreams, that combo comes up for coffee and greens. And I send that because Brittany Landrum has this great thing that I still use that says, this is a combo I use every day. Would you like to or not? Totally fine. Whatever. Just want to let you know about it. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Regardless, I'm like happy with a 30. Okay. I was settling for a 30. And watching you this month, you guys are constantly inspiring me. I'm like, I'm doing them a disservice by not getting them the tools they need to accomplish the goal that they have. If someone said 5 pounds, cool. TFX alone, maybe a couple diet changes, we're going to get that right off. But realistically, most people are at least 15, usually 20 or more. And they're going to need some more help than just taking a couple pills a day. Budget-wise, could it happen? Absolutely. But we're talking about diet changes without the help of some of these other things, like fat fighters or coffee or green, you know what I mean? Lots of these things. So I love that you have completely adapted this for their best benefit. It has nothing to do with Jessica setting out and saying, I need to start getting some 90 BVs. That's not it. Her ultimate goal here is for their massive success with this, and to do that, they're going to need some help, and that's what these products do for them. Okay, so I love this, by the way, because this is actually, I already had TFX host-to-post going. So that is kind of her thing, and again, I'm going to put these in the Overcomers post that I do with this Zoom. But, okay, so if she only does Thermo Fight X, which she has not done this month, but that's what I already had going, and so she has a different way. Thermo X is our new weight loss fight, like they comment. When combined with an eat less and move more rules, which, by the way, if you go to her page and watch any of her lives, she talks about this a lot, the eat less, move more. That is her brand. She is so good at creating her own brand on her page. It's phenomenal. You do an amazing job at it. But then they come back and she says, I can offer you, this is one I used on Friday, I can offer you the TFX at only $36, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you about the weight loss combo that offers even faster results. We can add fat fighters, take 2 pills after your largest meal. If you have a cheat meal, it blocks some carbs and sugar from that meal. Hello, she just told them, she didn't just say fat fighters. She actually said, this is what it's going to do for you. And the cleanse, a simple 2-day cleanse that cleans out your gut so you're ready for weight loss. You'd be adding $61 to your $36 by adding these 2 supplements for a total of $97. What would you like to do? It completely puts the ball in their court. It's genius. I mean, the wording is genius. It makes it so simple. Hi, you're going to pay $36, but with these 2 that I think will get you even faster results if you're interested, is this much money. It's going to be a total of this. What do you want to do with that?
Well,
what are they going to go ahead?
Yeah, well, and I thought when I first did that wording, my thought was if they do the TFX and they don't have results, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, I got the fat fighter and the cleanse. So essentially, maybe you're not going to totally lose a customer. They're going to, try those other products later if they don't try them then. So anyway, yeah. I
am cringing at I had, 40, 45 customers in January, a bunch more in February that just did TFX alone. And I'm cringing on the inside right now because if they're not on my page, They have no idea probably. You know how many people that I enroll 99% of my own customers. They don't even, and even though I give them a login and teach them how to do it, they never do it.
Right.
So they probably have no idea what we have, and you're planting that seed even if it's just amazing.
Well, and if I don't, I've not been doing the TFX as the host to post, but like I said, on my Facebook page, every day I'm asking them to at least one post a day to be a product model, and do it on the budget type thing, and so that's the script I send when they respond on that. So that's when I'm sending the ThermoFight X, and then I'm coming back with, you can spend 36 like the budget, or you can get better results.
That's what I love, that they are hand in hand with this posting consistently, using products that you're getting results from and can give testimony to, and then also using host to post, because I didn't realize that you were including scripts for when someone comments on your actual Facebook post.
That's why I created that second script, was before the Facebook post.
Yeah,
which I would say I've signed, I don't know, maybe half just off the Facebook post, not host to post, with that script.
You're so amazing. This is why you're here. Okay, so I think, like, let me look. Yeah, I honestly, like, if you have anything, I know Trista, I know you're on here. But I honestly, if you have anything else you want to add, any tips, anything that kind of stuck out, I can tell with host to post specifically that it really, really stinks when you're sending the, hey girl, I've got a question, but you only do like 5 or 6 and somebody tells you no and you're like, you get all the icks. Yes. It's when you get larger quantities and people tell you no, you don't even care because you've already got people telling you yes and it feels good. So that is me personally to this day, when I look at this list and I'm like, not kidding, guys, I've been in this how long, signed how many people, and even yesterday I got ready to do my 30 and I was like, oh God, why did they say no to me? Okay, so if you are feeling that way, I feel it every day, and you got to get over it and just start doing it anyway. Do it by rote. Don't answer back to anyone until you've got your 30 out. I don't care what your number is, 30, 40, go crazy, okay? But like whatever that number is, do it consistently. But get it out and then put your phone down and walk away. Get yourself out of there and then come back in an hour, and then you can go ahead and respond back for the next part, okay? Whatever that next part is, however you're running your host to post. Go ahead,
well,
Justin.
I'm big on mindset, and so you just lie to yourself that you're okay with it until you actually believe that you're okay with it. Yep. So you just tell yourself, whatever they say to me is not changing my goal, is not changing what God has promised me. So I'm doing it. I'm sending it out. I'm asking, and you tell yourself, I'm hurting them if I don't ask. So I have to ask. And a lot of times on the host to post question, if I will say, would you help me see if your Facebook friends are interested in transforming their health and wellness? So if I would say, and a lot of times I will, I know that you're not interested, but maybe your friends are. And so then it's putting them kind of in the seat of like, oh yeah, I can help, I can see if I can help my people too.
Yep. I'll say my, like I've got a, paper ask, whatever, you do the whole, post thing and someone will say no. It's much more common that they're not going to respond back. But if they do say no, okay, thanks, no problem, right, whatever. If they do say that, but there are some people that do say, no, thanks, I'm actually good where I'm at goal-wise or whatever. And then I do always say, that's awesome, I'm super happy for you, but you may have people on your Facebook friends list that, whatever. And then sometimes I will send the post anyway and just say, here's what it looks like in case you're interested. Because they're thinking that a lot of times they're thinking that they're pushing a product on people when it reads completely differently in terms of, hey, this is just out here. If anyone's interested, no big deal, but here you go. The point of the hour intermission, there is no point. It's just that I think that sometimes, me included, get in my feels about, I'm going to sit down and do this, and it means I'm going to be stuck on my phone for the next 3 hours. It is not like that. You just have to put your 10 minutes in, get the ball rolling, and it's okay to walk away from your phone for host to post, and then just start with it later as people respond back. You're just responding back throughout the, whenever people get back to you. So there is no point, but I won't lie. My favorite time to send my next round of host to post is like middle of the night or like right before bed or something when, people are on there. I tend to get distracted when people respond back and I see that messages. I hate having notifications of any kind, text or otherwise. And so I really do my level best to ignore when they're getting back, because if I start responding back before I've got my 30 out or whatever, then I'm never going to get through my list, and I need to get through that first. So I always said that is a crucial no holds barred rule for me, that I need to get those 30 out before I start responding. Any other questions? You guys can type it in here. I'll give you guys a couple seconds if you've got other questions. Certainly if you think of something along the way, when I post the Zoom, you guys can put it in the comments there.
I'll say one more thing. Okay, so when I get them, when you send your loyal customer, explain the program to people, and sometimes they get scared off with the commitment, And so after I send that wording, something that I've been doing this month is I send a voice message after. So if I send the wording and they're like not responding right away, and I think they might, whatever, I send a voice message and I say, keep in mind, this is your health and wellness journey. This is your account. You have the freedom to change your products each month, and you're earning perk points along the way, which is really exciting. So I think the voice message just helps them feel more comfortable. And then because on my Facebook page, I'm constantly talking about this is their story, this is their health and wellness journey. And, I'm trying to just kind of be the
facilitator,
but it's really their story. So I feel like when I send that, it makes them more comfortable, and then they send me their credit card and sign up.
Yeah. And there are multiple, there are things that we can get into tonight that I'm not going to, because we can get into the numerous things I get from distributors. Like, I can't ask for their credit card. Okay. Yes, you can. Like, stop it. You're like putting your own things in there. Whatever block is getting you with this business, this or otherwise, it's always something that is mentally in you that you're projecting onto other people that they're probably not thinking. I'm not saying that everyone's not, going to send you their credit card and in that aspect, but most people will. You just need to ask for it. And if they don't want to, then you have another option, no problem. I'd be happy to walk you through, when are you free to, talk on the phone, or, AM or PM, or are you free at 7 o'clock tonight? That kind of thing, so that you can still get them enrolled and do it quickly on a good time frame where you're not following up with them forever. However, there are multiple things like that is whatever is in your mind that you decided they're thinking already, they're probably not thinking it. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's part of the upsell is, in the beginning, my mind was, oh, no one's going to spend that much money. No one wants to spend $100 on supplements. So I was afraid to ask, and I had to get past that fear of, they are willing to spend that. This is their health and wellness. They're ready for change. So
yes. Which is crucial. I mean, when you think about it, I know personally, I think about anybody getting signed up for $36. Anybody doing $36. That is my mindset. That is not a fact. That is just what I believe. I'm sure there are people out there that are telling themselves, who would pay $36 for a bottle of pills? Okay. And that's holding them back. But me thinking that $36, anybody would pay that, but how would I go ahead and decide to start mass marketing a $97 trio of products, even though I have tons of LCs using multiple products? It makes no sense. So, Jessica, I am so, so grateful for you. Thank you so much for spending your time. I'm so grateful for you guys that you were on here tonight. You'll be able to go back to this. And again, I'm going to post it. As soon as I get it uploaded, the scripts will be on there. It will be tonight. So if you don't have anything else, Jessica, thank you so much, you guys. I know our family call starts in about 20 minutes, so it gives you guys a few minutes to get, kids in bed, laundry done. I know that's what I'll be doing. So, okay, well,
All right.
that's it, guys. All right. Bye, Jessica. Bye, guys.